Hello, my name is Brian Kinney and I'm a Striven ERP advisor, and welcome to our Human Resources lesson, where we will be discussing Teams Management. Today's topics will include team types, custom fields, team creation, and assigning employees to your teams. So with that, let's get started. Now before we get too deep in creating and managing teams, let's first look at team types in our settings. To get there, click the Company tab, followed by Settings in the drop-down. Once here, you can click the Employees section, choose Teams, and click Team Types. This will bring you to your list of team types, where you can see all the team types you've added, as well as the number of teams that you have assigned to those particular types. To add a new team type, simply click the blue Add button at the top of the list. This will bring you to the Add Team Type page, where you can begin adding your team by choosing a name. Next, you'll have a checkbox in which you can choose whether you want to define a team structure for the team type you're adding. If you do not want to add a team structure, just simply click Save or Save and Close. If you would like to define a team structure, click the checkbox, and options will drop down below, where you can add job titles to your team type. By clicking Add Job Title, you can then choose which job title you have in your system to add to the team type. For instance, since this is my customer service team, I can add a client coordinator, and then I can determine how many people within this job title should be included in the team. Here I can enter that number and click Save. If you would like to keep adding job titles, just keep choosing Add Job Title, choose the appropriate job title to add, choose the number of people, and click Save. You can even rearrange the job titles in your team types by dragging and dropping, and you'll see the rearrangement occur as you do so. Once you're ready, click Save and Close, or Save to save the team type. By choosing Save and Close, you'll be brought back to the list of your team types, where you see the new team type added to your list with the number of teams as well. If there is a number other than 0 in the number of team field, then you can click on that number, and this will populate a list of the teams of that team type. Columns here include the team name, which is clickable to view details, the type of team, and how many members are within that team also. If you'd like to view the team details, you can simply click on the name, and you can view all the details within that team. Here you can also search for divisions, employee names within teams, and whether the team is active or inactive, but we'll talk about this list in more detail coming up. The other option you have in your settings, by clicking the Employees section and Teams, are custom fields for your teams. With custom fields on Teams, you have the option to track data that is not already available within Teams. And to accomplish that, you can click the plus button to begin adding a new custom field. Custom fields vary in what data types you can capture per field. And to view all the choices of your field types, click the Choose button, and here you'll see all the field types that are available for you to add, and we'll go through each one by one. The first option is alphanumeric, which allows you to capture alphabetical and numeric data. Integer allows you to capture numeric data, but it inserts a comma when necessary. The decimal field captures numeric data and inserts a decimal spot where needed. Currency is a numeric option, but it has the US dollar sign in the beginning. Date and time have calendar and clock options respectively, in which you can choose a calendar date and a time from the clock option. You also have them separated in date and time fields. You then have yes and no, where you can choose a checkbox or a radio button. You have alphanumeric multiline field, which captures alphabetical and numeric data, but you can click the Enter button to go down lines. You also have the attachment field type, which allows employees to upload documents or images directly in the custom field. You have select values from custom list, where you can build a list to select from your customized values. And then you have select values from existing lists. And existing lists are things that pre-exist in Striven, like your employees list, customers list, vendors list, and so forth. So let's say I want to track whether this team is available for remote work. If I'm asking that question, then how do I want my answer to be captured? Most likely, I want that to be a yes and no field, so I can choose yes and no. And then I can choose my display type, whether I want this to be a checkbox or a radio button. And then I'll just add my field name or the question that they're going to respond to. I can also choose whether I want to require that custom field, meaning that the team cannot be saved until this custom field is entered. If I do want that required, I can leave it checked and click Save and Close. This will display our new custom field, and the yellow asterisk indicates that this custom field is required to be filled out. Now that we've gone through team types and custom fields on teams, let's next go to our teams list. To get there, click the Employees tab, followed by Teams underneath the Management section. Here you'll be brought to the teams list, where you can see the list of all your teams, and columns here include the team name, the team type, and how many members are in the appropriate team. Hyperlinks here include the team name, which you can click to view details about the specific team. You can also click the team type to go and manage the team type that is associated to that team. You also have search filters to search for the team by name, by type, by division, by employee name within the team, and whether it's an inactive or active team as well. To add a brand new team, click the blue Add button at the top of the teams list. Here you'll be brought to the Add Teams screen, where you can type in the name of your new team. You can then choose the type of team you want to associate, and then you have a checkbox where you will decide whether you want this team to be assigned to tasks or not. By default, teams are not available for task assignment, but you can allow them to be assigned to tasks by checking this box. Once this box is checked, when you go to add a task and you click the Assignees section, you'll be able to search and assign this particular team to a task. If you do not want task assignment on for this team, you can simply uncheck the box. Next, you can begin adding members to the team. Now, since we defined a team structure, you'll see that I have 2 job titles listed with select boxes underneath. I also have number indicators to let me know how far off I am from my defined team structure. For instance, since I indicated that I want 1 client coordinator and 1 account manager, I see that I have none for each job title, therefore I'm 0 out of 1. I can add an employee to the desired job title by clicking the Select field and choosing an employee from the drop-down. I can then choose another employee for the secondary job title that I've added, and then on the right-hand side, I have Team Access. This lists the manager of the team. By default, this is the person adding the new team, but you can click the trash can button to remove yourself from that list and add another manager as you wish. You can also give access to certain employees within your Striven system as well, so that they can view the team details. And then down here in the additional info section, I have my custom field that I added. So this is the custom field. I can choose yes or no as I need to. And then once I'm all ready, I have all the information for my team. I can click the Save button. And here I can choose a leader from the members of the team and choose Save and Close. Now you'll see that my client coordinator and my account manager have a green 1 of 1 fraction, which means that I've facilitated my needs based on my defined team structure for the team type. Now when I go to create a task, I can assign this particular team because I've noted that they are available for task assignment as well. If I want to, I can also upload an image of the team, and I have a hub for the team as well. So here I can add content such as folders, documents, posts, or links related to the team in particular. If I'm all set, I can choose Save and Close. This will bring me back to my teams list, and we'll see the new team here with the number of members inside the team as well. So that was a look at teams management inside of Striven. And just as a recap, we've gone over creating and managing your team types, adding custom fields to your teams, as well as creating new teams, manage all your team's information, but also help you assign tasks to your teams if you so choose.